Welcome back, everybody. It's Aspect Divine here. Today, I am bringing you my top 10 games of 2015. This is a video that's pretty late into the year, halfway through 2016, but I've decided to finally put out my review my top 10, and here it is. First of all, an honorable mention has to go to Layers of Fear, an amazing horror game. That's initial release was in 2015, but its full release, I'm pretty sure, came in 2016. However, it was available as kind of a form to play, an early access, so got to give an honorable mention to Layers of Fear, because it was absolutely amazing. Anyway, properly into the list. Number 10 is Dead Realm. Dead Realm is kind of a hide-and-seek horror-style game, where one person plays the Seeker and the rest of the guys hiding. The Seeker basically can go invisible, double jump, super sprint, see through walls, and the hiders have to try and avoid him the best they can. And once he catches you, you get a jump scare. Relatively simple sounding games overall, but really fun in practice of playing it, especially with a bunch of friends in the room and you're all like headphones in max volume, fully immersed into it, try to survive your best. It's a pretty well done game. And it comes in at number 10. The reason it's not high on the list is just due to the fact that there's not too much content on it right now, but maybe in the future they'll bring us some more. Number 9, guys, has to go to Star Wars Battlefront. Now, I didn't play a lot of this game. I played probably 3 to 4, maybe 5 hours max of the game. And what I played, I loved. I loved its mechanics, I loved how it works, I loved the feel of Star Wars in it. However, the heavy restrictions on the in-game purchases was a big kind of pushback for me. That's the reason I couldn't put this higher on the list. And also, I haven't played over 10 hours of the game, so can't give it a fair go, but I gotta say, it's pretty damn good. I'd recommend it to a Star Wars fan. However, keep in mind there is a lot to get the full experience. You wanted to buy the extra stuff. Coming in at number 8 is Bloodborne. Bloodborne, for me, was kind of a return back to Dark Souls, but a lot more fast-paced version with a lot more kind of a Cthulhu mythos kind of vibe coming from it for me. And as you guys probably know by my profile picture, I'm a pretty big Cthulhu fan. This game was fast-paced, action-heavy, and I loved that. Really well done. It was difficult, not as brutal as Dark Souls 3 has been for me, but it was a difficult game. Definitely one worth sitting down to play for a challenge. Not too much of a story. There was a bit here and there, but overall, really good game. I'd recommend it to most of my friends. Worth playing. Number 7. No, hang on. Yeah, number 7 is one that took me by surprise, and that is Tomb Raider. I've never been a massive Tomb Raider fan. My big problem with Tomb Raider, I actually don't have a problem with the game in general. I just never been one to pick it up, give it a go. But my sister wanted to get a game for the Xbox when I had it, and she wanted Tomb Raider, and we got Tomb Raider. She played a bit, and then she said I could hop on and do my own little go-through on it, and I really enjoyed it. I played quite a few hours of Tomb Raider, and it was a really good game. There's definitely flaws here and there, but I enjoyed it, and definitely because of that, I did play Rise of the Tomb Raider, the next one on the line, and I enjoyed that too. However, that's not in this list. On to number 6 is Mortal Kombat X/XL, but I can't call it XL because XL was released in 2016. Mortal Kombat X is a return back to the original kind of style of Mortal Kombat. It works well, it feels amazing, the graphics are crazy, the fatalities are brutal, and just the quotes, the characters, even the story. It's all well packaged, it's all fun. Gotta say, there's not much I could say that's wrong with this game. Online's a bit iffy at points, but besides that, it's a pretty well done game. Yeah, I can't give it high on this because it is, in essence, it is kind of pretty basic. It's just a fighting game, but one that is truly the best fighting game I've ever played, hands down. Number 5 has to go to Batman Arkham Knight. I started to play Arkham Knight in 2016, and I'm still playing it now. I finished the entire story. I'm just doing all the extra stuff as of right now, but it is fucking amazing. From the story, just to the mechanics, to using some of the new gadgets around the map, just little old references to the previous games and so on, is a masterpiece. And the introduction of the Arkham Knight as a character is he's a really fleshed out kind of character who is one that I really got behind throughout the game. For those of you who have passed up Arkham Knight because of your experience with Arkham Origins, which is what I did initially, uh, take the time. It's worthwhile. You won't regret it. It's a really well done game. Number 4 has to be the horror story game Until Dawn. Until Dawn was a game that, again, took me by surprise. It looked pretty meh from the get-go to me, but when I actually sat down and played it, I was pretty much blown away. As you guys probably know, I am a pretty big survival horror fan, and Until Dawn kind of takes that, but it gives it a Telltale / Heavy Rain vibe, and Telltale games are great, and Heavy Rain's one of my favorite games of all time, so I was really blown away by this game, really enjoyed it. I'd recommend it to most horror fans. Quick time events were a little bit annoying and iffy here and there, but besides that, it worked really well. Really well done game. Really enjoyed it. Number 3 is going to get a bit of a kind of vibe probably from you guys, but it has to be for me Black Ops 3. So I am a pretty big COD fan as an overall, but the Black Ops franchise is one that I love, and I love Triax games. The main thing that drew me towards these games, though, is the zombies, and this game delivers. The zombies in this game is fucking amazing. In fact, it's not as good as Black Ops 2 yet, but I'm hoping all the zombies, anyways. So yeah, let's do that for a little bit later. But hopefully, the new maps come out, and hopefully some remade maps, the game will become even better for me. The multiplayer is good, works well. I've already put forward at least a day. No, probably 3/4 of a day of in-game time into the multiplayer, which is not too much, but it's a pretty big amount of in-game time on a multiplayer, which is good. Campaign, it's a meh campaign. Like, I preferred Advanced Warfare's campaign over Black Ops's. Then again, that might be because Kevin Spacey was in that. But it's an okay campaign, not one of the best. You could easily get the game, just completely ignore the campaign aspect of it and go for the zombies and the multiplayer, but that's up to you. Number 2 is going to be the fucked up world of Soma. Soma is created by Frictional Games, the guys who made Amnesia, and Amnesia is my second favorite survival horror game of all time, only been trumped by Silent Hill 2, which is fucking amazing. But this game delivered in my there was a few people who would disagree with me here, but I gotta admit I loved Soma, the game, the aesthetic, the world, the feeling, and the underwater sections. Oh my! They scared the living shit out of me, and I loved that. I felt genuinely tense. It drew me in, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the game. I'd recommend this to most people. Sorry, guys, got a bit of cold. But again, I recommend it to most people. The price is reasonably well priced. It's on PS4 as well, so if you want to play it on console, go ahead. I'd recommend a PC though to get a better experience. But yeah, and number 1 is going to have to be Life is Strange. So earlier today, I've uploaded my review. I've uploaded my run out to say I couldn't get all the episodes, the footage up for it, but it still takes the number 1 spot for me. Life is Strange is an amazing game. I'm not going to go too raving on here. If you want to see my full review, I'll link it below for you guys to check that out if you want to see my full review on the game. But it is an amazing series. It's not a series, it's an amazing game. One that I'm really hyped for the sequel, which has already been announced, and I can't wait for that. But don't want to say too much on the game. If you get, because I'm already taking up quite a bit of your guys' time, but if you want to see more on it, go ahead, check out my review for it. But yeah. So, yeah, guys, that has been my top 10 games of 2015. I hope you kind of enjoyed my list. If you found that interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up and a like and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.